This conference will now be recorded.
Right. What is success factor? How it is different to SAP HCM? That is one thing here. Okay. What is meant by cloud application and on-premise application? On-premise application, cloud application. Then what are the modules are there in the success factor? And after that, what is the contents I'm going to teach you? Then how I'm going to help you to get into the industry. Okay, that is one thing here. Then apart from that, so after the demo, you can raise any type of question. Right. Now, before we start the demo of success factor, normally if you are a manager working in a company, what's your role? So what's your role in the sense you are going to maintain the data of a company. So you are going to maintain the data. What is the data? Because you are going to learn HR, you are going to maintain employee master data, employee payroll data, employee time data, employee hiring information, employee compensation information, and such you are going to enter. So the question is, if you wanted to maintain employee related data, that we can call as a master data. So that where you are going to enter the master data, normally this master data we are going to enter into applications, or in general language we can say, so we are going to enter into the software product. So these applications and these softwares are two types. So these applications are two types. So what are the two types are there that we can discuss? Right. Okay, so those applications, and who was the other guy? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Shailesh. Good morning.
Good morning. May I know your background, please?
I'm from SAP HCM consultant now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm working with Master Technologies.
Okay.
So currently I'm looking for the integration, PMGM and EC module training.
So integration to whom?
HCI.
HCI,
Success
HANA Cloud
Factor.
Integration. You are talking about HANA
Yes.
Cloud Integration HCI.
Yes.
Are you working on SuccessFactor now?
No, not yet.
No, you are not working in SuccessFactor. Just you wanted to learn HCI. Am I right?
No.
You want to learn? No.
Success Factor. Currently I'm a SAP HCM consultant.
Hi,
Yes.
Pooja here. Can I introduce my manager in between? Sorry to interrupt you in between, because Shailesh and myself are from the same organization, and my manager can give you a little brief about the scope, why he has chosen us for this training, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's what I'm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. His name is Abhinash Verma, and over to him, please.
Yeah, Mr. Abhinash, please tell me, please.
Yes. Hello. So I would just like to introduce, to Shailesh and Pooja. Actually, they have recently joined my organization. Like we are into SAP consulting, and Shailesh is more on like he was already into SAP HR. So he was looking after payroll and everything. Other part of SAP. And Pooja, she's an end user. Her background was completely into core HR, but she was an end user success factor, Ramco and SAP. She also has experience in SAP as an end user.
Okay, good.
So we have now also a project from Success Factor, which which is already gone live. And I would also like these my employees to get trained into a Success Factor so they can start supporting my customers.
Okay, good.
So we have the landscape is like Success Factor is on cloud and SAP is on premises.
Okay, good.
So we have implemented Employee Center PMGM, and there is an integration using HCI HANA Cloud Interface.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Okay, right.
Yeah. So the payroll is in SAP.
Okay.
So all the master data that flows from SuccessFactors to SAP. So
Okay.
majorly, the issues comes out for, the data did not get replicated, or, so
Okay.
those are the issues that they will be attending on a day to day, and there might be also requirement for customization. So basically, I want to get them trained on SuccessFactors, more
Okay.
on two modules: SuccessFactors like Employee Central, PMGM, and integration part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So your requirement is EC and PMGM and HCI or Dell Booming. I think you are a HCI because on-premise
yes,
is there.
Dell
You can go
Boomi.
with HCI.
Right. Dell Boomi was a licensed one, so they did not go for it. They have used
Okay.
SCI.
Okay. Okay. HCI, HANA Cloud
Yeah.
Integration. Right. Okay. Okay. Good. Not a problem. See, I got your point. Right.
Yeah. So anything from me on this? Like, I just wanted
Right.
to
So
understand, let you know the scope, what they will be more focusing on, or you can
yeah.
also
Yeah.
get focus.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even
Yeah. Yeah.
Jyoti is also joining us.
Okay.
So she's also part. She'll also be part of next year.
Right. Okay, good. Not a problem. So, okay, good. I got your point. What exactly your requirement? Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Right, goodbye. Right. So, coming to the point, Jyoti, Shailesh, and Pooja, and Abhi, so nice meeting with you. So, again, I need not tell you what is SAP, what is HCM, what is, you know, the success factor, but I want to tell something what exactly I'm going to teach you. Right. So, first and foremost thing, the major difference between HCM and success factor is HCM is a on-premise application and success factor is a cloud application. So on-premise application and cloud application, what is the difference? In on-premise application, the client or the company will buy the hardware, will buy the software, they install the software into the hardware and create user IDs and they maintain the data. So the database into their premise under their control, and they can log on to their server through LAN or WAN or VPN or through internet, whatever it is here. That will be a data security. Cost wise, it is highly costly. That is about the on-premise application. Coming to SuccessFact application, it's a cloud application. What is meant by cloud application? You are not buying the hardware, you are not buying the software. Okay, some people will maintain that server, nothing but if you install the software into the hardware, that is known as a server. So to maintain your company data into the particular server, which is maintained by third party, where you are going to get an access for a user, okay, then you are going to maintain the data. So cost wise is very less, and per year you have to pay certain a fixed amount or whatever the amount they have to pay, and you get an access, you have to maintain the data. And this success factor, the cloud application data, it's very easy to log on. If you have an internet, it's enough and to log on to the system. But now coming to the SAP HCM and success factor, in SAP we have PA, we have OM, we have time. These three things in SAP, it is known as EC. So you can maintain most of the companies in the world. They have already running with the HCM applications. So they are already with the personal administration, OM, and time. Then payroll is known as in SuccessFactor ECP. So employee central payroll. Okay. So personal development in here it is known as PMGM. Then training and event management is known as LSO, learning solution. Then recruitment, it is known as RMK or RCM, whatever it is here. Now, a new company without SAP, if they wanted to implement HR related application, some companies they wanted to go with HCM, Some companies are going with SuccessFactor. Some companies, they are going with 2 applications. For the last 6 months, our company got more than 18, 19 projects that was into SAP HCM as well as SuccessFactor. There is no thumb rule that why the companies are implementing 2 applications. That is their will and wish. That is not our job. But right, some companies, they are already with SAP HCM and they wanted to implement SuccessFactor as of now. By that time, you need a Dell Boomi integration or HCI, HANA Cloud integration. No, in SAP, we have certain versions, ECC version. Once you are into EHP 8, automatically that is the HANA Cloud related here. To integrate HANA Cloud to the SuccessFactor is the easiest task, because it's, if you know SAP HCM little bit, and it's very easy to integrate. That is a part of the HIC, HANA Cloud HCI, not HIC, HANA Cloud integration. Then of course we can use Dell Boomi also. So if you are licensed one for the Dell Boomi, you can go with so Dell Boomi is a third party application. What SAP is going to do, because HCM is an SAP application, SF is a SAP application, why should go with the Dell Boomi? So that HCI, HANA Cloud integration is going to come into picture. So because, so why HANA Cloud integration? Now there is a question here. Now SAP payroll is on-premise application. SAP ECM, ECP, it is a SuccessFactor application. But if you log on to SuccessFactor payroll, all the screens are very similar to payroll, which is in SAP HCM. But it is a SuccessFactor product. All backend screen is very, it's same screen. Say for example, I can show the SAP HCM, but logon process is different. Say for example, let I go to HANA, say for example EST, just a minute.
One minute.
What happened? Somebody's tried. I go to my server, not a problem. If you go to payroll,
You can try now.
okay, not a problem. I went to another server also. So if you go to any payroll UK, payroll Australia, whatever the screen which is in SAP HCM, the same screen will be in the SuccessFactor. There is no change. So as there is no change, the configuration which is done in SAP HCM, if you wanted to integrate, say for example, I can show you here, say for example, in SAP HCM, I have created one thing I wanted to show you. Let's take personal management, personal administration. So let's go to the payroll data. Okay, in the payroll data, let me go to basic pay. I have a concept called, pay scale type, pay scale area. Okay, this is the integration, and I have a concept called wage type here. Create wage type flag. Now, if you gone to SuccessFactor also, there I will show that how you are going to integrate. Let me show you. Let me log on to this. So, and how it looks like, I wanted to show you. Okay, then you can enter. This is mine. Yeah, you can log on. Okay, this user does not have much access, but just I want to show you how it is payroll. It is, we do not have the access here. That means whatever, see, SAP HCM and as well as SuccessFactor is the SAP application. Most of the terminology is very common that you can find out. Just I can show you that. Let's go to the payroll. Here we do not have authorization actually if you click on, but in company settings I can show certain terms.
Madhu.
Yes.
Yeah, this is actually if we want another server access, we have test access also.
No. Okay, not first. First let us have that demo. After that, we will get the server access. Na? Not a problem. That
Okay.
just what I am going to teach you. I want to tell you first, right?
Okay.
Okay, not a problem. Here, yeah, here we can check it here. That's what I'm telling here. In SAP HCM, what is the terminology which is here? You can find out here. Here you can see pay grade, we can see pay frequency. Here you can see like pay grade, okay? Even we have pay scale types also there. Here we can find out here. Pay scale area, location group here, pay component nothing but a waste type. So pay component which is here, pay frequency here, pay component group, okay, then here it is there. The same thing will be in SAP HCM here, this is it. So normally, so that is the reason we need a HCI integration. So what exactly mean by HCI integration? So HCI integration is nothing but whatever the data which is in HCM, how it is going to be replicate, how you are going to transport the data from the HCM into SuccessFactor, that is HCI, HANA Cloud Integration. Or if you do not have the HANA Cloud Integration, you can go with the Delbumi also. So that is a thing, major thing, that is a thing here. Right. So coming to this is the integration part, I told you that. Now, next one, because you both are working the success factor, I need not tell you what is success factor, what exactly here. What I'm going to teach you here, I'm going to teach you first employee central. So,
Madhu?
yes,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I am not into success factor, so I have zero knowledge about SAP and success factor.
not a problem.
Yeah,
Not a
just
problem.
wanted to let you know.
Right. So, in the employee central, what I'm going to teach you. So employee central is a combination of personal administration. What is mean by personal administration? So personal administration which deals employee hiring, transfer, termination, promotion, increment, and maintain the master data. So what should be there? Now there is an employee called Jyoti. Employee is called Jyoti. She is working in Pune. Okay, she is working in Pune. Working in corporate office. She is a manager grade. Okay, band is say for example M1. Okay, so her basic pay is nothing but basic pay is 10,000. Then assume that HRA is let's HRA is 5,000. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, then her working hours are 9 to 17, that is 8 hours. So this is employee related data. Now, if you hire an employee, so what data you are going to maintain? You can maintain name of the employee, for which location you are working, which department you are working, what is your grade, what is your level, what are your working hours, what are your salary components. Then other than that, what's your communication data, PAN number, Aadhaar card number, all such qualifications, all such information you are going to maintain. But here in Employee Central, the first one is personal administration. Personal administration, which deals regarding to the employee related data, such as hiring, transfer, termination, rehire, promotion, maintaining the master data. Second one is OM. OM is nothing but position management. What is meant by position management? Hierarchy, department hierarchy, and position hierarchy. Say, for example, there is a CEO. Okay, and CFO. So CFO, there is a vice president, there is a general manager. Okay, there is a manager. This is the hierarchy. This is comes under this we can call in success factor. So a position management, a position hierarchy, and matrix. So OM comes under organizational management, that is nothing but department hierarchy, position hierarchy, and position management. In one term we can say organizational structure. That is about organizational management. Next one, time management. So time management is nothing but so employee public holidays, holiday calendar. Okay, then working hours, nothing but general shift. Okay, morning shift, evening shift, night shift, leaves and leave management, employee recording process. So that nothing but employee in time, employee out time, all together it comes under the so PAOM time. In success factor, all together it is known as employee central. This is known as EC, employee central. Employee central, where which we can discuss hiring to termination and position hierarchy, department hierarchy, and time management. So employee working hours that we can check. Say for example, if you want to see employee working hours, so in the success factor, where we can see employee, this is an employee. Okay, so where we can see employee details here. So Sailesh Ashok Joshi, here we can see personal information. This is personal information, Mr. Sailesh Joshi, whatever it is here. Okay, here this is your biographical information, national ID information, so work eligibility address, contact information, deponents. So these are blocks, or we can say portlets, but in SAP it is known as SAP HM, it is known as info type. So if you are learning for the first time success factor, it's okay. But if you have HCM, because when you work with the HCM to success factor integration, you must have knowledge about HCM knowledge, because when you be integration, when you do the integrate in HCM, what is the terminology? It is equal to success factor. Without knowing that knowledge, you cannot work out into the success factor. Into the HANA, yeah, success factor. If it is completely only SF implementation, we do not have on-premise application, we don't have SAP HCM, you are implementing success factor, this is enough, whatever I have written here. But if it is an integration project, that certain data it was into SAP HCM, that is on-premise application, from there you are going to pick the data. Where you are going to pick to integrate, there are so many applications, third-party applications, whether you are using a Dell Boomi or HCI, HANA Cloud Integration, or any application. By that time, you have to know. Because say for example, I can tell you, in SAP HCM, success factor. So in SAP, there is say for example, location. It is known as in personal here, personal area, it is known as a location. Location in SAP HCM is a personal area. It is known as a location or a location group. Now, say, okay, say for example, now here it is salary components in SAP HM, it is known as a waste type, it is known as a pay component. If you are developing a new application, what is the terminology you wanted to keep? That is up to your mark. But this is ERP application. So applications are two types. We have ERP application and non-ERP application. In non-ERP application, DBA, database administration. Database administration is nothing but table, screens, fields, everything you are going to develop from the scratch level. That is non-ERP. But in ERP, it's a pre-designed application. Pre-designed application is nothing but, see, this is the already developed. Of course, this you can modify. But if you go to SAP, this is also standard. It is already defined. It is already defined here. So in the both the cases, it is defined. But if you go to non-ERP application, if you go to non-ERP application, everything you have to develop. So SAP, HCM, and SuccessFactor, both are pre-designed application. Tables are developed, screens are developed, fields are developed, logic is developed, and you can change according to client requirement. Completely you are involving into SuccessFactor implementation. That's good. You need not worry about SAP HCM. But when you are integrating, when you are working with SAP HCM as well as SuccessFactor, you must have the knowledge of SAP HCM. Okay, there is no thumb rule that every consultant, okay, one consultant, when they work in integration, if they know, that's good. Other than that, we need not worry about that. So that was the funda that you have to understand here. Right. So this is about what we are going to discuss EC. Next one, we are going to discuss PMGM. So what is PMGM here? Normally, this in SAP HCM, it is known as personal development. So what is meant by personal development? Personal development is nothing but career development. What is meant by career development? Promotion or an increment. How promotion is given, how increment is given based on your appraisal. What is meant by appraisal? Appraisal is a method where company will measure employee skills, employee performance, employee qualifications. So first we are going to assign a goal to the employee. What is mean by goal? Now you like Pooja, okay, and Jyoti and Shailesh. These three people join in a company, XYZ company. Their project duration is 6 months. So that is your goal. Goal is assigned to these three employees. The duration is 6 months. If you can finish your goal within 6 months, so you did 100%. So then company will give you your performance is good. But if the project is assigned to me, I can do in only 4 months. I'm excellent. I'm excellent. If you do the project within 8 months, just your average. If you do the project within 12 months, you are very poor. Company is going to get lost now. Now, so what is meant by goal management? A goal is set of actions and activities are assigned to a particular position, particular designation, particular person based on his performance, based on his delivery of the product, your performance. So based on your goal, your performance is required. So PMGM, PM and GM performance goal management here. Okay, so that we are going to discuss with integration of some other modules also here. Okay, so employee central, which is covering PAOM time, and PMGM that we are going to discuss. Next one, we'll discuss even compensation management, compensation also. What is mean by compensation? Compensation is nothing but actually it's a part of the payroll. But why compensation management will have a separate module in SAP HCM as well as in SuccessFactors? Because there we have a separate, because now this year there are 300 employees are there per month. The company is going to pay 600 crores for the salaries to them. Good. In the next year, if I wanted to declare a bonus, so what percentage you are going to declare a bonus? Like 3%, 3% on 600 crores. How much you are going to 6%, 3% on 600? How much you are 180? Okay, so that compensation which discusses if you give a bonus, if you give an increment, if you pay any additional payment to the employees, what is the burden company is going to bear? Then whether company is in loss or profit, whenever company is in profit, can declare a bonus or performance or incentives, whatever it is there. So that also we are going to discuss. That means we are going to discuss in detail employee central and PMGM and compensation. Okay, so apart from this, in SuccessFactors, we have backend screen and front end environment. Now what we are seeing is the front end. So what is meant by front end here? This is a front end. In the front end here, we do not have complete authorization actually. So in front end, okay, most of the case, this is the front end. Okay, in the front end, who will work most of the cases? In the front end, end user will work out. Of course, we also work, I will tell you based on your authorization. What is mean by front end? It is what is mean by end user. Once we deliver the application to the client, the real-time data is going to maintain, hire an employee, terminate an employee, change the work schedule rule, maintain the master data, run the payroll, transfer the amount to the bank. That's front end. Okay, maintaining the front end data, so that is comes under front end. So in SAP, in SuccessFactors, this is known as a front end instance. Instant is a system where user is going to work out. Backend screen is known as provisioning. It is known as provisioning. So provisioning system. What is mean by provisioning system? Provisioning system is like a backend system where 10 to 15 percentage, you are not configuring anything here, 10 to 15 percentage configuration, setup, activation, nothing but integration switches like it is there. In SAP, it is known as IMG. So IMG in the sense, here in SAP, I can show you here, this is a SAP Easy Access where all authorized users will work. In SuccessFactors, it is known as front-end user. It is known as front-end user. Right. Now, in SAP, if you go to IMG, I am going to IMG here. Okay, consultants will design the business process. 100% development is done, but in success factor, here in the front end, we are doing 80 to 85% development. 15% development you are going to do, where you are going to do in provisioning system. What exactly you are going to do? First, you can log on. So first you have to create a super admin. What is mean by super admin? Now, whenever a client will buy the software, whenever the client will buy the software, okay, they will give an ID, customer ID they have to give, and they're authorized to log on to the provisioning. A certified consultant will log on to the provisioning system. Then first they can create a super admin, and after that, then he can activate what modules he has client has purchased. Those modules like employee central payroll, PMGM, recruiting, calibration, RMK, JOM, whatever the modules the client okay has given the permission, and which modules you are going to implement, you have to activate. And after that, so third one, language activation. In how many languages you want to say? There are languages and language sets are there here. Then very important here, data models. So data models are nothing but in SAP we have technical consultant, nothing but ABAP consultants. But in success factor we do not have any technical consultants. Data models. Data model is nothing but a set of coding with an XML code SAP has provided. You can download. Earlier there were 7 data models. Now it is only 5. Remaining 2 has been migrated into business roles. There are 7 data models are there. Those you have to download from the provisioning system, and you can modify according to your client. What you are going to modify? The field length you can modify, and field type you can modify according to your client requirement. You can modify, you activate, again you can upload in the system. So indirectly, in one word, what I'm going to tell you, you can download, and as well as you can upload. Download and upload can be done through the provisioning system. What version you are going to use? In PMGM we have V12 version, different V11 version is there here. What version you are going to use? So those we are going to activate in the provisioning system. Other than that, you are not going to do anything. So 15, maximum 20% of the activations, creation of the super admin, activating the integration switches, activating with the JOM integration, activating with the Delboom integration, activating with the SAP HCM integration, activating third-party applications, all are available in the provisioning. Once you do, through super admin, come to the instance. So instance in the sense here, create a hire an employee, create a user ID. So when you create a user ID, there is a custom called RBP, role-based permissions. In SAP, it is known as authorizations. Say, for example, there is an employee called Madhu. He can display the data, that's it. You can give only display action. He can see every data, he can display. There is a Shailesh. He can change the data, he can create the data. So he is authorized to change and create here. So based on your client requirement, how many user, nothing but how, for every employee will have a user ID and password into the success factor. Okay, where they can see their data, there they can change their data, so that will be given. That is a part of the RBP, role based permissions, that we can discuss. Then apart from that, there is one model, BizX model. So what is meant by BizX model? So BizX model is nothing but implementation process. So if you wanted to implement success factor, so in success factor we have a sequence of 12 steps. Sequence of 12 steps are there. Those 12 steps are here. Sorry, 14 steps. So there is a 14-step implementation sequence here. Setting up new provisioning account, employee central, creating a super admin here, defining corporate data model structures like enterprise structure, different structures. So then models, data model, there are data models are there that you can configure. Then country specific data model, like in India we have Aadhaar card number. we have like, PAN number. But if you go to US, SSN number. Okay, there. So country specific data models are there. Country specific succession model, foundation objects, propagation rule. These 14 steps that you have to know. Whenever you are implementing success factor, if you do not know these 14 step process, how to start the implementation here. If you work in support, you do not have these things here. So in support, what exactly how most of the cases maintaining the master data, then most of the cases in data models, like the data modification of the data models, that you can do that here, that we will discuss here. Okay, apart from that, and I can give one assurance and one word to you here. So from a layman, I can start from the scratch level. Okay, how to log on into SAP success factor. Say for example, I will, okay, now you logged on here. Okay, then what is this is called, 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 how to log off into the system. Okay, what everything, what is admin centered, what is manage employees here. So what all my favorites, new updates, resource materials, what are the versions, everything from the scratch level that we can teach. Then we will discuss regarding the integration part from the success factor to the SAP HCM with the output also. Then apart from that, yeah, from your point of view, any question or anything you want to add, and you can add it, Pooja or Shailesh or anybody.
Madhu,
Yeah,
actually, I wanted to know, will you cover in the time management, there is a shift planning, okay, in HCM?
yeah, yeah. Tell me. Your voice, no voice, Mr. Shailesh.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah,
Can
now
you hear?
it's,
Okay,
now I
okay.
can hear you.
Okay. Madhu, will you cover shift planning?
Shift,
Shift planning in SAP
yeah,
HCM, there is shift planning.
right.
So I
What is
don't
shift planning?
shift planning. It means ki we have the 3-4 work schedule rules.
Yeah,
We have alternative shifts. First shift,
that is
second
nothing
shift,
but
third
shift
shift.
rotation.
So will you
That
cover
is known
shift
as shift.
planning?
That is shift rotation. Shift rotation. First week is working morning shift, second week is
In
working
success
evening
factor?
shift, third one, yeah, that we can. How you are going to
Actually,
assign
there's
work
a
schedule? No, the thing is here, there is an integration part. If you have SAP HCM to SF is there, in that case we can create. Only success factors you cannot create.
because see, if we are implemented only success factor,
Okay.
that time we can do na. The client has requirement ki we, but we
As
are
of
not
now,
implementing the SAP
let,
HCM.
let
We
me
are
let me tell
implementing
you.
only success.
Let me tell you. If it is the HCI integration is there, shift rotation it is possible.
Internet se problem आ रहा है इधर बस.
No, your voice is breaking,
Hello.
Shailesh.
Okay, there's some internet connection issues. Okay, please continue now.
Yeah, so this is the what I'm going to teach you. Any question
Hi,
from your
Madhu, Pooja here. I just need to understand, will you be covering the recruiting module also in this, or this is
recruiting? I do not have an experience, but okay, in the instance purpose, I can cover up.
okay, fine.
Madhu, I have 2-3 questions. So, what
Yes.
about overtime calculation in success factor, leave encashment, FNF process, and I wanted to know how we calculate the time quota. What is the substitution, positive and
Here, let me tell you, in success factor, most of the cases, payroll and time management is up to the is not up to the mark still now.
hmm,
That is the reason we are going with the HCI cloud integration. Why we are going to cloud integration? They wanted to put time management and payroll into the, okay, so into the on-premise, then we can integrate the success factor, then everything will come into picture. But if you want to implement only success factor, and everything is not possible.
so you mean to say in the success factor, overtime calculation is Not possible?
Overtime we can do. Without HCM, we can do that overtime calculation.
Okay. What about leave encashment?
Leave and as of now, it is not possible.
Okay. What about FNM process?
FNN process also, it's not integrated to employee central payroll. Now, when employee central payroll integration is there, it is possible.
Actually, I heard about it's possible in SuccessFactor.
Yeah, if
Okay.
possible, you can go
And
ahead.
Madhu, what about the time type in the HCM?
So time type it is there in
There
SuccessFactor
is a
now,
T
where we
triple
can
five A
create.
table, T triple five Z table.
That time
We are
type is
creating the
different from
time type for
SuccessFactor.
PCR and schema.
See, whatever
Okay.
the time
So will
type.
you cover?
Also, listen to me, my dear gentleman.
Okay.
The time type which is in T555A and the time type which is here is different. Their time type which you are using in the time evaluation, which you can create in T555A and you can assign to either PCR or T555Y table or T555Z table. Am I right? Here time type specifying nothing but whether you are absent or present without time evaluation. So here we are going to put into the success factor. Am I right?
Okay.
There
Okay.
is no
So
linking to the time type determination here.
okay. So Madhu, in the success factor, there is no positive time management, negative time management.
In third party integration, what is meant by positive the positive time recording positive time recording here? So employee time in and time out, right? So employee
Okay.
time in and time out, what does it mean? You have a third party application. In SAP
Okay.
HCM also third party application, SuccessFactor also is third party application. You can in and out, you can it should be recorded. Then you can go with HCI HANA Cloud integration or Delbumi integration. Then you can integrate.
So it means ki info type 50 and 2011.
See, forgot about HCM, yeah. Just you speak about in
No, no,
success
no.
factor.
I wanted to know how the data comes in the success factor. If the
See, that is the thing what I'm telling here. That is in HCI. Do you know what is HCI? So first you have to activate the HCI integration in the provisioning system. Then you go to the integration application. If you click on that, directly it goes to the backend. So in the backend, what data you wanted to integrate with this, and you have to select and come back. And there, according to that, you have to modify
hello.
the data models and XML model. Then it will come into picture.
Okay, okay. And Madhu, last question, please. What about the substitution here, 2003 in success factor?
So in success factor, substitution is not there, but you can create a separate work schedule in the within the bracket substitution, and you can assign. See, SAP has not provided how it was provided in SAP HCM. It was provided like working hours is
Hello.
provided. When you create a working hours, and there you have to specify substitution. On that day, you have to change the working hours, and you can assign the substitution, and you can put it there.
Okay. Workflow is also there, na?
Workflow, yeah, it is also there through the business tools. We can do the workflows.
Okay, so we will cover workflow as well, na?
Right.
Okay. Anything from your side, Pooja madam?
No, Shailesh, nothing as of now.
Yeah, Jyoti
Okay.
madam, because she is completely fresh. What you are asking, she's out of the subject.
Yeah, kind of.
So
But actually,
Madhu,
I have gone
to
through a
you, can
couple
you
of.
provide us this demo recording, please? Hello.
Yes,
Could you provide this demo session provide to us?
you can ask to Naveen. Naveen has record, I think.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
share you.
Naveen? Okay, okay. Thanks, Naveen.
Okay, so bye, Shailesh, Pooja, and Jyoti.
Okay.
Shall I close the session?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Fine, yeah. Thank you.